How you doing, folks?
How you doing?
I'm all right, you know. Where you going?
Knitting Factory on Leonard and Broadway.
Leonard and Broad?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh.
You guys are in the Cash Cab. It's a TV game show that takes place right here in my taxi.
Right on. Seen the show. It's fantastic.
Cool. Oh, and also I have some more good news. You guys have been randomly selected as a Cash Cab double ride.
Right on.
Which means the dollar amounts are doubled, so you're going to have a chance to win twice as much money. What do you say? Do you want to play?
Let's do it, baby.
Let's take a double ride in the Cash Cab. All right, folks, here we go. So what are your names?
I'm Jake.
I'm Stephanie.
Jake and Stephanie, welcome to the Cash Cab. You're headed down to the Knitting Factory, going to a show.
Absolutely.
That's 30 blocks away, so you're going to have 30 blocks to rack up as much cash as you can. That's not a very long ride, so we're going to keep the questions coming. Are you ready to get started?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. And remember, because it's a double ride, these first questions are worth $100 apiece. Here now is your first one. According to a 2008 UCLA study, what common office supply from 3M emits X-rays when unrolled?
I would guess Scotch tape.
Yeah.
Scotch tape?
That is correct, and you're on the board with $100. So let's see if you can double it. More pious than pilgrims, what strict band of settlers founded the Massachusetts Bay Colony in 1629?
Wow.
Stricter than Pilgrims?
Puritans.
I thought the Pilgrims were Puritans.
Maybe.
5 seconds.
Mennonites? Puritans?
Gonna need an answer. Time's gonna run out.
Puritans.
Puritans is right, and you're up to 200. 2 for 2. Here's your next question for 100 more. Operated by Mozilla, what web browser's logo features the Earth engulfed in a flaming furry animal?
Firefox.
Firefox is right. Good for another 100.
Raise the roof. There you go.
All right, 3 for 3. Perfect so far. $300. Let's make it 4. Here's your final $100 question. Allegedly adored by Vladimir Putin, Bjorn Again. It's a famous tribute band honoring what pop group?
Is Bjorn like a musician?
Not that I'm aware of. Bjork.
Bjork.
Oh no! Strike one. Bjork was a good guess, but no, it's ABBA.
Oh,
ABBA.
right.
All right, that's 1 strike, guys. Be careful. 2 more of those, and out you go empty-handed.
All right.
Still have both your shout-outs. Don't forget about them. We have 16 blocks to go. That's it for the hundreds. Again, because this is a double ride, these next questions are worth $200 apiece, and they're a little bit harder. Here's your first one. According to Arctic legend, what celestial phenomenon represents spirits playing soccer with a frozen walrus skull?
Singing the Aurora Borealis?
Oh, yeah.
Aurora Borealis?
That is correct, and good for 200, and you're up to 500. Let's see if we can make it 7. Growing up to 4 feet a day, what giant member of the grass family is often used for sustainable wood floors?
Bamboo?
Bamboo is correct. That's good for 200 bucks, and you're up to 700. Let's see if we can make it 9 as we sit in traffic on Broadway. Named for a DC institution, what monthly magazine famously featured amorous elephants on its first cover in 1970?
Magazine. It's got to be like the. Is it called The Nation or?
The Republic?
5 seconds.
Yeah, maybe.
Wait, do we want to shout out?
Yeah, let's shout
Let's
out.
shout out.
You want to use a shout out? All right, a mobile or a street shout out?
Mobile.
Mobile. And who are you going to call?
We're going to call my friend Matt.
Calling Matt. All right, go ahead and call him.
Hey, what's going on, buddy? So, I'm sitting in the Cash Cab, and I have a question for you.
All right, here we go. Here's the question. Named for a DC institution,
Named for a DC institution,
what monthly magazine
what monthly magazine
famously featured amorous elephants
famously featured amorous elephants
on its first cover in 1970?
on its first cover in 1970? You know, I think that might be it. Smithsonian Magazine?
Okay.
Smithsonian Magazine?
Yes, Smithsonian is correct.
Go, Matt. All right, buddy. I'll call you.
200 bucks,
I'll call you
Matt.
later.
Well done. You guys are up to 900. We got 8 blocks to go. Let's see if you can put it up over 1,000.